Tonight on Supernanny, Jo meets the Tafoyas, a family caught in the grip of violent behavior. The boys run wild.
I like to play with guns.
Acting out the violent video games they're addicted to. Dad struggles with demons from his past and bullies his own family.
Open.
And Mom punishes the kids with an unusual method.
I mean, that's not that bad. Are you insane?
Can Jo tame these wild kids?
You're in the road, out you come.
Can she help Dad get his own behavior under control? And in a Supernanny first, Mom walks out on Jo.
The interview's over.
But will she return?
It's my first time in Arizona, so why don't we take a look and see what family I'm going to help this time.
Hi, we're the Tafoya family.
I'm Holly.
I'm Jimmy.
We have 3 boys.
Ow!
James.
Who's 7?
Not good.
Tyler.
Who's 5?
What?
And Ryan.
Who's 2? That's not gonna get you anywhere, Ryan. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Hey! Not on my furniture. Shoot.
And I am a garage door technician.
Being at home with the boys throughout the day is very stressful. Ryan, sit your butt on your bed now. I feel like I'm gonna have gray hair before I'm 30.
Well, this lady's certainly got her hands full. 3 mischievous boys.
James, he's just a tornado.
He's everywhere. James is very aggressive. He can lie with the best of them.
You're lying.
Why are you lying to me?
Oh, looks like this one likes to lie all the time. That's a no-no.
Tyler is a carbon copy of James.
When they go over to their friend's house, they have a tendency to play the teen games or the M for mature games.
These video games are too old for them.
Ryan is twice as bad as his older brothers. For discipline, we do everything. You're inside for 5 minutes.
No.
Sometimes I think that Jimmy's a little bit too harsh.
Go. Little bad boy. Let's go. Come on. Sit down.
That's like a prison guard.
I said don't do that. I have to try and get them under control to help her because she's pulling her hair up. Had enough. See, that's what happens when you're bad.
I just want control of my kids. I want to learn how to be a better mom. Because I completely and totally think that every last bit of my kid's behavior has everything to do with the way my husband and I raised him.
Supernanny, please come. We're desperate.
This is serious. You guys need my help. I'm on my way. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, what's your name?
James?
James. Hi, pleased to meet you.
When I first saw Jo, I thought, thank God she's here.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
When I first saw Jo, I wasn't happy that she was there.
Hello, what's your name?
Ryan.
Hi, Ryan, come and shake Jojo's hand. Hi, pleased to meet you. Hi, I'm Jo, pleased to meet you.
James. Jimmy.
Hi. So what I am going to do is hang out with you guys for the day and really take some mental notes and observe you guys as a family.
Sounds good to me. Come on, Ryan, let's go. My kids are gonna run her down. Okay, let me play for a minute, then I'll let you play, okay? See, 28 yards on my first completion. I'm gonna do it again, watch.
I must have been there 20 minutes and one of the boys walked out of the house and nobody knew he was even gone.
Offsides, you don't even know how to play. What are you doing? Trying to tackle? Why don't you wait till the ball snapped?
So I stepped outside and saw that he was getting into his red car to go on the road around to his friend's house. You're in the road, out you come. It's crazy. A car was on the road and this little boy here is on the road. Why are you out here on your own? Who said you can be out here on your own? I brought Tyler indoors so I could bring this to Mum's attention. So I just want to ask this question. Is it something that they do, that they go out and they play?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I let them go outside by themselves all the time. Not Ryan,
Right.
but the other two.
These kids are allowed outside the house to roam where they want to. They just can't take for granted that their kids are okay and they're going to be fine. What are they thinking? It's sad, but in today's world, kids are not always safe in their own neighbourhood. So when the kids decided to play video games at a neighbour's house and Mum and Dad didn't really care, it was up to me to keep them out of harm's way.
James likes to go to his friend's house, and Tyler often follows along, and they'll play games that they're not supposed to play.
Let me see that one. This one got T written on it. It says teen. It says violent. What's it mean when they say violence?
When they say it's violent, it's not really violent. They're just trying to get you not to play it. He's lying. In video games, you race, shoot, and tackle. You pop them in the head. Really, you do.
What do you think 10 plus means?
You gotta be 10 and under.
Or it's a plus? 10 plus. So you're too young then.
No, 10 and under.
So 10 and under. I knew that James knew what some of the ratings meant, but definitely not some of the others, and this really did have me concerned. But this one's got M on it. It was M rating for mature.
It's a very, very, very hard game.
Right. These kids are 7 years old, and yet they're playing video games that are for teen, 10 plus, and M for mature. You wouldn't want kids this young watching an R-rated movie. This is a scary thing, and, you know, parents have got to be in control of this and get a grip.
I'll kill you. Come on.
Hey! You wanna go in the corner?
After we got home, the kids were mimicking the video games they were playing.
They have a weird aroma.
I like to play with guns.
They like to reenact the violence.
Your finger like this, and then shoot.
We're seeing kids behave like they're in these video games, holding up toy guns, wanting to point it at other children's heads and wanting to kill people.
See?
And that influence is not a positive one at all. The boys were aggressive, and I knew that the video games had contributed towards that, but I knew there must be other underlying reasons,
Are you done?
their behavior.
Oh, I'm gonna walk upstairs to make sure you go to the bathroom. If you don't go to the bathroom, I'm gonna beat your ass. Watch.
After watching the boys play video games for 5 out of the 7 hours I had been there, of course, the older boys started fighting. But this time, Dad was watching too.
You didn't push him? Did you push him? He threw him. Come on, let's go. Go to the corner. Let's go. I'm tired of your attitude. James has a very big problem with lying. He lies to cover up a lie that is a lie. No, you got yourself in trouble. Don't blame somebody for your damn mistakes. I watched you push him. I want to, with all my heart, trust him, but his past record is not good. I saw you do it.
I don't know why I lie, I just do.
So, Mum and Dad were telling me that sometimes when they ask you things, you don't always tell the truth. Why is that?
I just don't think right. I really don't think right.
That's what Mum and Dad say about you, don't they? What do you think?
They're right. I don't really think right.
It was sad to hear James say that he doesn't think right, which proves that parents have really got to be careful with labelling their kids because it can damage their self-esteem.
Junior, that's disgusting and rude. That's not your plate. Are you gonna use that fork? Don't do that. Shut up and eat.
He's gotten louder and louder and louder every year.
But you didn't know I was eating. You didn't know I was eating, right?
No, I didn't.
I was sitting right where? I haven't sat down yet.
And I think I'm a little hard of hearing now.
You're gonna use that fork?
Ryan.
Feel better? Are you done?
Jimmy's very intolerant of behaviour, impatient, angry, aggressive. And to watch that, it's very ugly. It's very, very ugly.
No, you threw it at me, so now how the hell are you gonna get it? I was getting more frustrated because he wouldn't eat his food. Then you better eat your food. I'll throw it away. He threw a fork at me, so my initial reaction was I turned over and I donked him on the head with the fork. And it was a plastic fork, it didn't hurt him. You deal with it.
Jimmy's behaviour was so appalling, I didn't want to wait until the parents' meeting, so I sat him down straight away and confronted him.
Tired.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Tonight was terrible for you.
Yeah, I didn't like tonight at all.
Because
They just don't listen, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm not succeeding at what I'm trying at, and I don't like that.
How important is it for you that you have a relationship with your boys?
That's very important, because when I grew up, I was never given the chance to know my father until I was 14.
Do you want to be and deal with things with your boys that your dad never did with you?
Yes.
You didn't really have a role model, did you, really? How important is it that your boys have that?
It's very important.
You're still hurting, aren't you? Can I give you a hug? Because you may be a big bloke, but let me tell you, you're still hurting, huh? You're still hurting.
I want my kids to have what I didn't have, but yet I'm not really giving it to them. But I'm trying.
We're gonna work through this, because you're still angry. You're angry, you're sad, everything, right? Yeah. Will you allow me to help you that way? Yeah? I want to be able to honour the fact that he's trusted me to be very open about his own feelings and to help him process that so he can get on with being the father that he wants to be to his 3 boys. After speaking to Jimmy, it was time to sit down with both the parents to talk about all the issues that needed to be resolved. Let's talk about your family. If the points we do go on to talk about are not fixed, you are going to get that 2 a.m. phone call from the police. And that's really serious. The first thing that I want to talk to the pair of you about is irresponsible supervision. I walked into this house, said hello to the pair of you, and within about 20 minutes, your kids were outside the house and you didn't even realise where they were. You know, where are you both? These kids are your responsibility.
I mean, it's not a busy street. You know what I mean? I didn't see a problem with it.
I'll tell you one thing, you're lucky that your kids haven't been hit by a car. That's fatal.
Right, no, I get that if they get hit by a car, it's fatal. I get that, but I know...
Not enough. Not enough. Because if you did get it, Holly, your kid wouldn't be out. The second thing that I want to talk about is the video games. Who is responsible here for allowing the kids to play the adult video games that they're playing?
We try and prevent it, but I can't just knock on all the people's doors, you know, that he plays that and be like, hey, you know what, my kid's not allowed to play X, Y, Z.
Why?
I don't feel like I could tell those parents what to do.
Why? With your kid?
I don't feel
With
like
your
I
kid?
could say.
With your kid? The video games that he's playing are violent. They use strong language. We've got then the boys coming back and mimicking that behaviour, pointing guns everywhere. Seriously, tell me what you're both going to say when you're standing up in court because your 16-year-old thought it was fun to, as he would put it, bang, bang somebody else, right? It's your responsibility to look after your kids. Don't make your kids society's problem. Understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the next thing here. The hitting, the punching. It's got to stop.
I don't pop the kids in the mouth that much, but I don't think so. I don't.
That much. That much. So because you gave birth to your own kids, you think that you're warranted to be able to do that. That's okay for you to pop your kids in the mouth and treat them that way from their own parents, and then you wonder why they end up hitting other kids in the mouth. How are we being good role models when we choose to cuss at the kids, to not follow through on discipline? How are we showing?
We're not. We're not.
I mean, Jimmy, seriously, if you could watch yourself, you're like a prison guard. The way that you talk to the boys, you're mean-spirited with the boys. And yet underneath, that is not you. Underneath, you want to be able to reach out to them. But you're not going to do it by the way that you're communicating with your kids. Now, I'm here to support you and to give you advice and techniques in being able to do that. But I can't find the strength that you're going to need. So are we going to get on and do some work? Or are we going to sit back and still think about this?
I'm ready to do the work.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm ready.
You ready? Mm-hmm. All right, so enough of the talk, because I want to see some action. Unfortunately, Dad was at work when I arrived the next day to teach the Tafoyas. And because Mum usually spends most of her time with the kids, I had her set down the ground rules. This is something that you guys need. This is about her taking charge and really being the disciplinarian that she's going to need to be when she's at home. And these rules are for the house. If you guys choose to break these rules, there are going to be serious consequences. What you're going to do, Holly, is fill in those rules. So, our first rule is going to be what?
Not lie and wise off and talk back.
So you said lie, so no lying.
The most important rule for me is the no lying. Can they be specific, like don't go outside without asking?
Of course, it's your rules. Okay, next one.
How about no nasty words?
How about that?
No.
How about no talking back?
I'm hoping that Holly will do really well now she has wrote down the house rules for the kids.
Is there any questions about any of these rules?
No, thank you.
So you understand all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. The kids know what the rules are now. There are no excuses for them not to follow them. They're well aware of what's on the board.
With the rules established, it's now important for me to teach Mum the naughty step technique so she can properly enforce the rules she's just set up. Coming down to a child's level and giving them a warning. Okay, if they continue, you take them on to the naughty step and you explain why you've placed them there for 1 minute per year. If they get up, you place them back. Once they have done that, you go back and you explain again why you've put them on the naughty step, and then you tell them, I want you to say you're sorry. Holly feels that the littlest one, Ryan, is the most trouble. So after I had taught her how to use discipline correctly, we sent them all to a ceramic studio to put Mum to the test.
Don't drop that. It'll break. Put them on the table. I was really stressed out. I was worried what they were gonna do, what they were gonna say, how I was gonna control them. No. Ryan, Mommy said no. Listen to me. If you don't stop touching, you're gonna go on the naughty step, okay? Ryan!
You know, Ryan proved to be quite a handful, and Mum had got more than she ever bargained for just to keep up with him.
No. Ryan, Mommy told you not to touch and you touched. Now you're gonna sit on the naughty step.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
This is the naughty step.
Come down, sit down, do the technique
Stay
properly.
here.
All right, you've stepped up, you've become more assertive. You're taking charge now, which is important for the kids to see that.
I learned that I could take the kids out in public. Before Joe came, I would not have taken them by myself. Now I will. Okay, Ryan, Mommy put you on the naughty step for not listening. Say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry. Okay, give me a hug and a kiss.
Mum's doing a really good job at managing Ryan, but Ryan's always going to want to imitate James and Tyler, so I need to come up with an exercise that's going to allow them to behave better.
The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put on our climbing harnesses.
When I first saw the wall, I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna climb this?
So teamwork. Teamwork allows us to do what?
Accomplish lots of things. We can do as much as we can by ourselves, but if we work well as a team, we can do a lot more.
So I've come up with an exercise for James and Tyler that's going to help them work as a tag team.
All right, we're good to go.
Their legs are going to be tied together, so climbing this wall is definitely going to be a joint effort.
You guys are going to have to work together to get to the top. See, look at that. You can't go until he's ready to go, too. To the top you go, guys.
You guys look like professionals.
Use your feet. Take your feet with you. Hold on, James. You gotta watch for your brother.
Check each other, see where you're at.
When the boys were climbing the rock wall and their feet were linked together, I was kind of in awe. There you go. Good job you guys are doing. Oh my goodness.
Good, huh?
Look at them.
Good footwork there. These boys, they build confidence and healthy self-esteem, and they start to make choices that are the right choices and not the ones that get them into trouble.
They worked really well together. They weren't criticizing each other. They weren't trying to kick each other off the rock wall. They actually helped each other. All right! You guys did it! Tyler and James did really good teamwork, and I was proud of them.
I felt very, very, very good when I reached the top with my brother. Whoa! Oh. Okie dokie.
Good job.
That's better.
Awesome, guys. Awesome. Good job.
The next thing I needed to do was to educate this family about the video games rating system. Only 21% of kids say that their parents have any rules about the video games they can play. So this is information that a lot of families need to hear. Lesson today, game ratings. All right, what does E mean?
Everyone?
What's this one?
Oh, that elite 10 up. You have to be 10, but you can't be under 10 to play those.
I didn't know that there was a E10 and up. I thought that any E game was suitable for my kids.
What's that one, Dad?
Teenagers, 13 and up.
What's this one?
M for mature, meaning a game not found in our house.
I've played an M game before, but I don't know them all.
What was the M game like?
Shooting, cussing, robbing, and killing.
James, which is the best one to play?
I want to play one team game. It's not even bad.
Let him read the back of T. Read the back of T.
They contain violence, suggestive themes, minimal blood.
Okay, so does that sound like something that you should be playing? Do we want any of these things in our house?
It's just a game.
But it's not when you act it out.
Learning about the video game ratings has made Mum and Dad realise that they need to pack up those teen games right away. And when James, their eldest son, realised what that meant, he started to get upset.
Okay, so this should have a big red X over it because it's not allowed in our house, nor are you allowed to play it at anyone else's house. So why don't you pick some that you think are allowed here in this house?
When Joe showed me the ratings for the video games, I didn't really like it because I used to be able to play teen games, but now I can't.
T for teen is out.
What? All the fun games are gone. I can't even play my favorite game.
You only got a couple years. It'll fly by, I promise you. Before you know it, you'll be 20 wishing you were 10 again, okay?
I feel that, you know, a lot of kids get exposed to so much so early, but whilst we are in our own homes and we have communication with our neighbours and our friends, you know, we can do as much as we possibly can to control that situation. Ultimately, parents are responsible for the video games their kids play, whether that's at a neighbour's house or in their own home. So when Holly told me that she really didn't know how to discuss the video games with her neighbour, I took the liberty to invite her into her own home so we could discuss this straight away. What you decide to do with your child is one thing. What you decide to do with your child is one thing. So how do we clear that up so that James can't turn around and say, oh, well, I'll go around to Colton's and I can do it there. And what can the pair of you do together to make sure that that doesn't happen?
I won't let Colton play any games that you don't want him to play.
Right, same with you guys. We won't let him play until we talk to you and Jimmy.
Do you have each other's number?
Not yet.
Right,
No, we don't.
let's
What's
do
your number,
that.
Lori?
Let's do that.
It's so important to be able to communicate constantly with your neighbours, especially when your kids spend so much time in each other's homes.
So the nice thing is at least then you know that you've got each other's support.
We're gonna converse more often so that we know how our kids are behaving at each other's house.
After the neighbours left, I could see that something was bothering James, and I just really wanted to sit down and get to the bottom of it.
James, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. Come here. Okay.
He's always gone. He works for almost 2 days.
Clearly, there are still issues between James and his father that are lingering that do need to be resolved.
He's doing now what's best for you because he cares about you.
No, he doesn't.
Why doesn't he?
Because he always wants to work.
So you think that he doesn't care about you because he's working all the
He
time?
cares more about money than he does of us.
Daddy's out earning money so that he can pay for this house and to make sure that you all eat and that you have the clothes that are on your back.
Talking to James really broke my heart, and I knew that I needed to get father and son together.
If you had the chance to tell Daddy how much you miss him and how much you want to spend time with him, would you do that? Right. Okay.
Dado!
I felt very, very nervous when Joe said we should have a chat with your dad.
So I was having a good chat with James today, and you were telling me how you were feeling. What was some of those things that we were talking about?
I wanted him to stay home.
You said that you felt that Daddy didn't care about you, right?
Yeah,
Because why was that?
because he always had to work,
And that you cared more about what?
money.
And do you get much time to spend with Dad?
No,
And do you miss spending time with Dad?
yeah.
I'm not going to work to take time away from you by no means. But at the same time, I have to make money to, so we can live.
I felt for Jimmy because it's not easy to explain the reality of being away and making a living. But it is important that parents do the best that they possibly can so the kids realise that they're not away from home because they don't love them.
Hey, I love you. You know that, right? I'm gonna take time every weekend and do something. Park, go-karts, football. 2 hours for each kid every weekend, and then at the end of the month, I'll take all 3 out, just me and them, and hang out.
After speaking to James, Jimmy really didn't want to waste another minute. So he took the opportunity to take the boys outside and play some football.
When you go to catch the ball, catch it like this and bring it to your chest. Ready? Now bring it to your chest. Back.
Yay!
See? You want me to try to block you? I mean, I felt like a dad. I was teaching my kids how to catch a football. Yeah, it's something I can do every day. You're doing good, dude. Catching like a superstar.
Playing football with my dad was the best thing Joe could have done for us.
We'll start doing this some more, okay? Sound fun? All right, good. I had a good time, guys.
There's a calmness that overcomes Jimmy. You can see it on his face when he's playing with his boys. And the more time he takes to spend time with his boys, the less time he's going to become angry and frustrated.
When these boys grow up, they'll be able to say, yeah, Dad taught me how to do my first throw and my kick. That's all the stuff you didn't have, right?
Right.
Okay, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
Even though Jimmy didn't have a father figure himself as he was growing up, he does truly know the importance of being a father to his own boys. And he's making great strides in becoming a better father himself.
Yeah, we learned to catch, didn't we?
I'm going away for a few days. I will be watching.
I really think that my boys are gonna see exactly how much they can get away with.
Give us a hug, James. See you soon.
I'm a little nervous. I hope that the techniques that we've been taught work.
See you when I get back.
All right, bye.
I hope that they seriously take on board what they've been taught and that they implement it while I'm away, which you'll see. The video game situation had definitely been sorted out before I left, but I was still curious to see whether they would be tempted to get out those video games whilst I was away.
So, how ready are we to take a look at this?
Anxious, nervous, want to see it so it gets over with.
Let's take a look then.
What's this one?
Early childhood.
Early childhood. Can we play this one?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's for kids and only kids can play it.
What's this one?
And mature for adults.
Why?
Can't play it because there's bad language, shooting.
Any ones on this wall, you can't play anywhere, no matter what.
Good stuff. You had the information yourself, you educated yourself, you educated your kids, you placed the ones that they could up on the wall. It's knowledge. Everybody knows now, everyone's clued up. So I want to take a look at the next clip here, and this is all about James lying and his behaviour.
This is what I told you about.
You're in trouble.
Did you leave the backyard?
Nope.
You didn't leave the backyard?
Nope.
Are you sure? Did you go outside the fence?
No.
You didn't go outside the gate?
No.
You didn't jump the fence?
No.
Tyler, is your brother lying to me?
No.
All right.
No! I just went over there.
The first time when I asked you, how long were you over there?
Not that long.
So you did jump the fence before. And you lied to me when I asked you.
Wait.
You just told me you weren't over there very long. You just admitted yourself that you jumped that fence. No, not backtracking. You lied.
I didn't know what you meant.
I can tell when James is lying. All I have to do is look at his face. He gets a lost look.
Right, okay, so I've got to pose a question to you. Did you know at that point he lied?
I thought he lied, but
You thought he lied?
She wasn't confident that he lied.
I wasn't completely 100% sure.
Why don't you trust your instinct?
I hate to call him a liar if he's not lying. I don't want to do that to him.
But you knew he was lying.
Smell your own book back.
What did I just say to you?
Oh, nasty words.
And what did you do?
Said a nasty word.
Right, you're eating soap. Let's go. Open.
Are you insane? You've just put a toxin into your child's mouth.
Just a little bit. I didn't even do a whole pump.
Why would you think that that's okay for you to do that to your kids?
And that's not that bad.
What satisfaction did you get?
He stopped the behavior that I wanted him to stop.
What feel-good feeling did you have?
I honestly don't see the severity in it. I really, really, genuinely don't.
Oh. Well, if you don't...
She's gonna show me the labels.
I suppose it's all right to eat then, is it?
No, not for me. That tastes disgusting. He's not gonna wanna do it again, and he didn't.
I think it's sad that you're at a point where you feel that you need to turn to chemicals to have your children respect you as their mother. It hasn't worked in teaching your child the value of respecting what you don't want.
They were not giving me respect by saying nasty words.
It's not unconditional love then. So it's love on your terms.
Okay,
so
wait.
they get respect one day
Hold
and they
the
get
boat.
respect another day.
Me
Is that what you're
putting
saying?
soap, that's you know what? Me putting soap in my kid's
How's that
mouth
respect?
has to do with if
How's
I
that
love 'em.
respect?
No, as far as I'm concerned, you can leave, all right?
How's that respect?
No.
How is this
I don't
respect,
think so.
Holly?
The interview's over.
How is this respect, Holly?
I'm not sitting down with her.
She's not gonna say anything.
No. When I got up and walked away from the table, I was completely disgusted. I could not believe that she said that, that I conditionally loved my kids. And if I want to put soap in his damn mouth, a tiny bit, a dime-sized thing of soap,
You don't have to plead your case to me.
I didn't think that she could say anything else that was gonna help me in any way, shape, or form. I'm not finishing the interview, and I'm not doing her learning lessons with her because I don't want to learn anything else from her.
If you don't want to do it, then you don't want to do it. That's fine. There's not a damn thing I can do about it. I just took the whole day off for what?
When I walked out, I was done. I felt that she completely overstepped her bounds. But when it came down to it, I still had a couple unanswered questions from Joe that I wanted answers for.
So I gather we're here because we want to be back here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Once Holly came back, I realised I'd made my point about the soap, so I decided to close the DVD meeting and move on.
The stuff that definitely needs improving is the stuff that I want to work on the pair of you with today. Holly, are you up for working with me and continuing? Great. Work to be done, okay? And I think we should get going on some more work, right? Okay.
Holly still needed to learn that what I had already taught her was better than her using soap, so I really needed to sit and talk to her.
Give us a hug. Give us a hug. Come on, give us a hug. What have you learnt from me?
I need to be more nurturing but firm when I need to be. And not to yell and not to put soap in the kids' mouths.
All right. Okay.
As I was talking to Holly about how unnecessary it is to put soap in a child's mouth.
Hold on, James, come here, come right down here now.
James gave me the perfect opportunity to be able to teach her exactly that.
Did you just go in that closet that I told you not to go in and get another balloon?
I didn't get this balloon.
Were you in that closet?
No, I wasn't.
You weren't in it? I watched you walk out of that closet, the door's still open. Naughty step. James knows that he is not supposed to be in the cupboards in the bathroom. He lied to me, so I went ahead and I put him on the naughty step. You lied to me, and I want you to sit here and think about why you do that and why you just did it and came out here and lied to me. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
You know. Don't look over, don't laugh.
I didn't think that there was anything else that she could tell me that was going to benefit me. I was wrong. She showed me the naughty step again, told me exactly what I was doing wrong and why.
And say, this is me, being the authoritative person here, being the disciplinarian. Ignore that, just for attention.
Holly listened to my advice and she ignored James's attempt to get her attention. And eventually gave up.
You know why I put you here?
Because I lied.
Right. You know that that's one of the house rules, James, and we've been going through this a lot. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Don't lie to me anymore.
I'm proud of Holly for listening to my advice and doing discipline correctly with James.
Tell me you're sorry.
Sorry.
Do you mean it?
Yes.
All right. I love you. When he apologized to me, instead of denying it, that made me feel really good.
The Tafoyas have definitely made a lot of progress, and it has allowed me to realise that I can allow them to continue using the techniques on their own.
Jojo's going now.
When I first saw Jo and she walked in my house in her little suit and her little glasses and her little briefcase, I was like, okay, yeah, have fun, lady.
You're not too old for a big hug. Come here.
She showed me how to be a better role model. I learned to keep my composure, stay calm, and just respond, not react.
Hey, give me a hug. Take care of your family, all right?
I've known him a long time, and he's different. He's different.
Keep up your work together.
Jimmy and Holly have certainly come a long way in growing up and maturing throughout the time that I've been there.
Bye, Jojo. Blow kisses.
Bye, Jojo.
I was thankful for what she did teach me, and I'll take that with me. Bye. Bye, darling. Bye, Ryan.
They're certainly on the right track to being the good examples that their children need.
Put you on my shoulders. From this whole experience, the thing that I've learned from my kids is that they need more time from me. Plain and simple, bottom line. You steer, I got the gas, we're good. The change I'm seeing in Holly, the boys say listen to her now, and I'm ecstatic about that.
I think that I have more knowledge of how to be a better parent than before Joe got here. I feel like with the techniques that I have, I'm more nurturing now. Ready? Okay.
Before I used to yell and scream, now I talk. I talk.
Come on, James, show it to Mom. Would you stop doing that? You're a foot taller than me.
I'm really excited about my family's future and where we're headed. The future is bright.
Ready? No, I got it right. That's it for me.
Stay behind me. Good job.
That's cool. There we go. I did it. Oh, you got mashed potatoes on the blinds?
Good job, Tyler. Ready? Swing. Oh, you got it.